Welcome to TORAH Talk. I am your host, William Hall, broadcasting live out of Kingsland, Texas, USA, with episode number 15. I am hearing my song playing in the background somewhere. It's probably on Facebook. But anyway, welcome back. Gavriel Sanders, it's so good to see you again, sir.
Shalom Aleichem. How are you doing?
Aleichem Shalom. Doing very well. Give me 1 second. I'm hearing a loop on the music and what we're doing, and I think it may be because my website is open on another device and is playing through. Let me see. Yep, there it is right there. And let me make sure Facebook is shut off too. Bear with me one moment. Yep, and it is on pause. Good. Okay, perfect. All right, good deal. Michael Sleeth, my brother, good to see you. All right, Michael Sleeth is him and his wife. They used to live in our area, but now they moved away, unfortunately. Great family for sure. So, okay.
This geography lesson brought to you by TORAH Talk.
Exactly. There you go. Well, cool. All right. Well, I guess we can get this baby kicked off, and I'm pretty excited. I love studying Hebrew. Lately, the last couple, I guess the last week and a half or so, I've been going through just random places in Tanakh, just doing sight reading only, not even trying to comprehend it, because I've always struggled with moving through words with all the vowels and with all this other stuff. And I know what they are, but I'm just not real fast with it. So I tell you what, it was really neat, because day after day, you start sight reading faster and faster, and it's very encouraging because it makes you feel like you're actually gaining progress. Now, granted, once I stop for 3 days and I get back on that horse again, it's like, oh, I gotta try it again. But then you eventually just get better and better with it. So it's kind of nice. So I
did that with the Greek scriptures many years ago when I taught myself to read. And then I would do the same sort of thing with sight reading. I didn't really have much of a clue of what I was reading. Once in a while, you'd run into a word that had some cognate familiarity with an English word, like adelphos or a few other words like that. But for the most part, it was all Greek to me, so to speak. Now, there's a big discussion in the world of language teaching, world language teachings, about how people best learn a second language. And most of us have been inoculated against a positive experience, excuse me, because there are two types of people. There are those who learn languages, and there are those who acquire languages. And the ones that learn languages are generally subjected to teaching from people who love rules, grammar, vocabulary lists, love metrics, and they like to give them tests, and they write textbooks, and in those textbooks they give you 15-20 words per unit, and then they give you false dialogues to work with, and you manipulate structures, and then you fill in blanks and do transformations of verbs, and you do subject-verb agreement, especially in Spanish and Hebrew and Arabic, few other languages you see that, and not so much in English, but there are a bunch of mechanics that people get subjected to, and then they don't feel comfortable with the mechanics because it's like, I just can't get it. I mean, who wants to walk into a language classroom, sit down and go, okay, today we're going to study the past perfect participle. It's like,
right.
Please, I'm not even sure, I can't remember yesterday, and you want me to go, it's like, it's such a painful process. So about 40 years ago, a professor out of USC, the University of Southern California, by the name of Stephen Krashen, Jewish guy, today's professor emeritus, but he wrote a text and many other books and thousands of articles, and he's just like the guru of second language acquisition theory and practice. So recently, it's in about the last 4 months or so, I connected with a language teaching consultant, Hebrew and Spanish, out of Chicago, who's been giving some seminars and workshops in the school system where I teach, the private Jewish school system here on Long Island. And it's really been enlightening, because when I went to graduate school way back when and studied teaching English as a second language, which was my vehicle of sort of support. Those who remember Paul Paul's comment about tent makers. That was my
Oh,
tent making
yeah.
skill
Right.
overseas. That's how I supported myself twice. So I had studied Krashen, but the problem was you go to school systems that don't use Krashen's a very natural approach to things. And so Krashen's idea, in just a nutshell, and we're going to start to implement some of this here with you and your family, et cetera, and the viewers that we have. It works best in a classroom setting where there's a lot more dynamic and I can see everybody. And because one of the ideas is you teach to the eyes so you can see what's going on. And I can't really do that in this setting, but we'll do the best we can. But the basic idea is that you learn a second language pretty much the way you learned your first language. Now, when you learned your first language, by the time you got to kindergarten, you'd had 15,000 hours of immersive exposure to your first language. And then what happens is we take kids and we put them, let's say, take a high school class. You're a sophomore, or excuse me, a freshman, and you sit down and you say Spanish. You're lucky to get 125 aggregated hours of classroom time in that language, which is about maybe like 5% of what you got in your first language exposure.
Wow.
And then you're supposed to memorize rules and vocabulary lists and figure out how to put them all together and not make any mistakes and talk to your friend who also doesn't really know what he or she is doing, right? And so it's a very complicated and cumbersome and generally failing process.
Sure.
And whether it's Hebrew or Spanish or Mandarin or Arabic or French or whatever the second language is that's taught across the country, most of us as adults had poor experiences. Now, there's a few of us, I'm in that category, that like grammar rules and that like to figure out the puzzle of how a language works syntactically and who can get comfortable with the terminology behind it. And it's okay. But for the 95 or 6% that don't, there has to be a solution, and there really is. And it's proliferating across the country now in this movement that's known as SLA, Second Language Acquisition, or TCI, which is Teaching for Comprehensible Input, and the mechanism for that is something called Teaching Proficiency through storytelling. Really, it's more like story asking, where the stories are created with the students, and it's very funny and it's memorable, and it goes very nicely. So we'll be kind of injecting some of those ideas into what we're doing here with Hebrew. I think one of the immediate near-term goals that we should implement is giving everyone the opportunity to acquire a certain common baseline of high-frequency terms, high-frequency verbs, high-frequency nouns, high-frequency prepositions, a variety of things. I have that list, and at the end I'll give you, I'll remind you about it. You can email me, and I have it in an Excel spreadsheet. I'll be happy to send it to you.
Okay.
Any of you that want that. I also have another massive list of 10,000 not high frequency, but 10,000 word Hebrew list, and another one that goes up to 100,000. And by that time, you don't need me anymore.
That's
really
cool.
After a couple thousand words, you really don't need me anymore. So
I'm going to say,
but it's a good list to check yourself against to say, how much do I really know? And both passively, like, oh, if I hear it, I kind of recognize it, or you look at it and get right off the bat, you know it. So anyway. I'd like to get into this. You got any comment or a question you want to say there?
Yeah, real quick.
Nice
I'm going to do. It's actually you did a lot of good work here. So I'm going to do something. My son and my wife are both watching They're in the room with me, but they're also put those back on. I think he must have heard me. They're actually watching via YouTube. A few minutes ago, I had asked my son a question if he would go turn on a light for me, but he didn't hear me, and so I want to see how long it'll take him for the loop to actually finally reach him to turn on the light by the cabinet where the video camera's at. He hasn't heard it yet. It's usually like a 20-second delay.
Right.
Today we had a really neat series with Rabbi Singer. I was like, "Hello, welcome to the show. Please tell me your name, where you're calling from," and it was silence. And I said, I says, just in case you're watching the show right now and you just called, you can't lay your phone down because it takes you 20 seconds or 30 seconds to hear the loop." And then finally she goes, "Hello." Right. Good timing. So what? The light? No, Chris. The actual switch on the side. Let David do it. Yeah, because I don't want you hurting your leg. So they both heard it just now.
Okay. This reminds me of the days of live TV when the only thing to do was to go to commercial, right? So,
yeah, exactly. Okay, now that we had that fun little experiment. Okay, Gavriel, why don't you take us away?
Here we go. Okay, good. So I'm actually got you on my iPhone down below here, but I see it's on the delay, so I'm going to take our presence here.
Oh, hey,
and
I'm on your screen at home.
Gonna put it down.
That's
down over here, so that's good.
There's
All
a
right,
white
so
switch.
first
like
thing,
hang on just a second.
Go ahead.
There's a white switch on the side, hanging on the side of the cabinet. It's not laying down. It's actually suspended. Yep, there you go. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, thank you, son. You are all right. I don't care what I just told you.
Light up my life.
I was thinking more in line of, you are so beautiful.
Oh, that's a really good. Yeah, I loved Louis Armstrong.
Man, that always tickles my throat. Okay, all right.
A wonderful world. Okay,
yes,
so first thing is let's get you and your family up to speed with 4 very essential question words, which we use to a great deal in the process of acquiring Hebrew as a second language.
Okay.
And I'll give you some very simple tricks to remember these 4 very high frequency words.
Okay.
So when you remember when you were a kid and your mother called you and you said, "What?"
Ma. Ma is always.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I like it.
So your ma calls you and you say, "What, ma?"
Yeah.
So ma means what? So pretty easy to remember.
Hey, do me a favor real quickly. Tilt your screen back up some. I think I had you pull it down too low. Just a bump. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
So ma.
Ma is what?
What?
The word why in English, in Hebrew, is llama. And I like to tell people that there's a llama in your car. And why? Why do you have a llama in your car?
Right.
It's a very good question. Why would you ever put a llama in your car? And of course, the word me in Hebrew is who. And of course, someone says to you in English, "Who, me?" In Hebrew, we say me, who.
Right.
So when you see the word me, you can think of an owl and go whoo, or you can just think who, me, who. And then finally, the word apho. This was a tricky one here. I broke it out to say a foe, that there's a foe behind you.
Right.
Where?
Yeah,
there he is, right there.
Everybody wants to know whether. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I don't have that up. There we go. Sorry about that, people. I was
that whole segment?
Yeah.
The whole segment we just did was not up?
It is now, but I'm so used to looking at your face and talking and seeing your happy glow, and it's like I get caught up in seeing you that sometimes I forget to pull up the but the whole thing is up there now. So I can see it now. You got ma, what, and this the little boy is right there in front of the mom. She's telling him to be quiet.
Okay, so you got the image. Okay, so the whole dramatic effect of revealing the llama in the car.
That's beautiful.
So, we can just kind of do this.
There we go.
We can go back. Okay, welcome to the program today. Let's do 4 question words very quickly. The word "what" in English is ma. Remember when your ma would call you and say, "What, ma?" Well, that's what you've got here. And the word "why" is llama. And can you imagine if there was a llama in your car? Why would you have a llama in your car? That's a very good question. And the word "who" in English is me. So in English, we say, "Who, me?" In Hebrew, we say, "me equals who." And then take the word "where," very high frequency word, very important word, apho. It sounds like a foe.
Right.
So if we say there's a foe behind you, if I said to you there's a foe behind you, what are you going to say? Where?
Right.
Well,
right.
There's a foe behind the guy right there. Okay, so
hey, I got to hand it to you. That was definitely way more dynamic. I'm glad we redid that. Oh, and even you know what, you accomplished a goal that you and I discuss frequently, and that is frequency. Not frequency, but how repetitiveness and repeating this again. Even during this one show, that's very helpful to people who are not familiar with the language. So repetition. This is good.
Watch what comes next.
Okay, I love the shark guy. That was fantastic, man.
Okay, you and the family are up on the block now. So the word "ma" in Hebrew means what?
Exactly.
That's right. It means what? Yes, it means what? Yes, it does.
Oh, man.
What does "ma" mean? Yes, that's what it means. Who's on first?
Yeah, right on. Okay. Who's on first? What's on second?
Eyes on the screen,
okay.
Not on me. Okay,
all right, gotcha.
The word "llama" is...
Why do you have a llama in your car?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
That's going to stick with me forever now. I love that. That's good.
Me.
Who?
Me is
Okay.
who. Afo. Afo.
Where?
That's correct.
Where is your foe?
Let's scramble it again and try it again.
Okay.
Afo.
Where?
Lama.
Why? Took me a second.
Ma.
Is what?
Me.
Who?
Let's go a different direction.
Okay. Oh, aren't you just pleasurable? Ma. Ma.
Yes, ma.
Uh-huh. Me.
Mm-hmm.
I got to be fair. I'm cheating, by the way, on a couple of them. Why? Why? Llama. Oh, yeah. Why is the llama in your car? Right. Llama. And where? You know that the whole New Testament thing on llama, or no, what is this?
Yes.
How does it say?
It's Aramaic, actually. Lama lama sabachthani.
Yeah, right. Anyway, that's what comes to mind when I think of why. That'll help me also, unfortunately.
I'll try to replace it with something.
No,
so.
I'd rather keep the llama in there, because the llama. Why is there a llama in your car? Because that really is, that's classic. I love that. Let's keep that.
And what did you do with the last word here on the list?
Where, AFO.
AFO, exactly
AFO.
right. Okay, so just going back for everyone to look at the list one more time.
Okay.
So there it is. AFO, lama, ma, me. These are your first high-frequency question words that you'll want to get down very comfortably. I'm going to help you with that.
Okay.
So now, the oldest teaching method in the world is the impartation of stories, what we call sipurim, stories. And we have whole sfarim, or books, constituted from stories, because stories resonate with people. We identify them. So our approach here, we started out 2 weeks ago. We did a story, but I realized the level was too high for most people that we're working with. So I brought the level down quite a bit to something that's in the area what we call novice low and novice mid, because I really want to get our constituency comfortable with these high-frequency words and then go forward with it. So there'll be the odd specialty word here and there as needed, but let's talk today about Dani, and I'm going to be asking you a lot of questions as we go along, so don't worry about anything, just roll with it, and here we go. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Ze Dani.
Ze Dani.
wil'Liam.
Yes.
Mise.
Oh, me. I'm still thinking you. Okay. Who is this? That is Donnie, I guess.
Yeah. Ze Dani.
Dani, yeah. Okay.
Ze Moshe.
Lo.
Ze Dani.
Ze Dani.
Ze Aaron.
Lo. Lo's
Ze Dani. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ze Metushelach.
Wait a minute.
Methuselah.
No, definitely not. I'm pretty sure he died after living 1,000 years. Okay.
Okay. Ze Dani.
Ze Dani.
Ve'efu Dani. Dani bamita. Dani bamita.
Mita.
Efu Dani?
Bamita.
Yeah. Dani ba'oto.
Ba'oto? What is that? Is that the same thing?
Oto.
Oh, ba'oto, no. Lo. What is oto?
Car.
Oh, oh yeah. Okay, got it. Like automobile. Okay, oto.
Dani ba'oto.
Lo. Dani bamita.
Dani ba'otobus.
Lo. Lo autobus.
Lo. Nachon. Dani be'elal.
Elal. Lo? What is elal?
Lo. Elal. Maza elal.
Lo. No.
Ha'aviron, the airline.
Okay.
Elal. Hu be'elal achshav?
Okay.
No.
Okay. No.
Dani bamita. Ze Dani ve'Dani bamita. Dani tzarich lakum. Dani tzarich lakum. Hu tzarich lakum. Tzarich lakum.
Now, kum also, kum itself can mean stand, correct? Like in the Torah, they'll use the word kum, like standing in the door of the tent, right, sort of a thing, or is it a different?
Yeah, kum kra elav. I'm thinking through some biblical texts, so yes, but we're focusing now on modern Hebrew, and it really means like to get up.
Okay, great.
So
So
we're using the portal of Ivrit, modern Hebrew, as a bridge to access the biblical texts because it's much easier this way than going the other way.
Okay, perfect.
So
perfect.
Because for a whole lot of reasons, I don't want to go into them, but
sure, no problem.
It gets complicated with the verbs, etc. So we'll just keep it focused. So, okay, ma lamadnu. What did we study? What did we learn? Ma lamadnu. Lamadnu zedani. Mize.
Yeah, Zedani.
Mi. Ken zedani. Ve'efohu.
Where is he? He is Dani Bamita.
Dani Bamita.
Efo, where is he? Okay, got it.
Ve'mahu tzarich lasot, to do. Mahu tzarich lasot.
Oh, hu tzarich lakum.
Ken, hu tzarich lakum. Nachon. Ze Dani Bamita, ve'Dani tzarich lakum. Lama. Lama Dani tzarich lakum. No.
Why?
Dani, Ken, lama Dani tzarich lakum.
Okay. Because he needs to go to work.
Hu tzarich lavod.
Okay. Hu
tzarich lavod.
Lavod.
כן, הוא צריך ללכת לעבודה, הוא צריך לעבוד.
Okay, comment. So, la'avod, this is, I guess, I recognize a few of these words as we go along, because like avod, like avodah zarah, service, which is a bad thing, of course, avodah zarah, but avodah in general, serving Hashem in that sense. And here he's serving his taskmaster, which is the guy who's paying his bills. So, la'avod. Probably off some there, but hey.
So let's just pause here in English for a moment, and I'll say that the word la'avod and avodah, the noun form of it, work and to work, this is really a secularized word in this case. It means to go off and do your occupational activity versus when we talk about la'avod et Hashem, to serve Hashem.
Okay.
That's that's the holy service of one's relationship with the creator of the universe, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as a different frequency, a little higher level of avodah. But here we're talking about in the very plain vanilla street sense of to go to work.
Gotcha.
So, lama dani tzarich lakum, utzarich lakum, because utzarich lavod, aval hayom yesh ba'aya.
Right.
Aval hayom yesh ba'aya.
Okay.
Oi. Now every time we say yesh ba'aya, and it'll come up a lot through the stories that we weave together, my cue to you is to say oi. Oi. Okay. So you can get oi, and you can put your hand on your face like oi, yesh ba'aya. Oi.
Okay. All right.
Oi. And if you want to go a little further, we can go oi vavoy. Oh. Aval hayom yesh ba'aya. Oi, boy. Now, believe it or not, the use of gestures and some funny things like this actually anchor the meaning of the term in your synaptic connections, because it doesn't make any difference what age you are. Your brain synapses will work to make these connections, and the more elements that you involve, whether it's the kinesthetic aspect of doing something, like when we say, he has to walk, we do different things that visualize it as well as hearing it and saying it and seeing it. So there's a 4-level approach that we do there. So, aval hayom yesh ba'aya. Oi vavoy.
Right.
Mahabaya. Hayom yom yafeh. Do you know this word yafeh?
Yofeh, I've heard it. I'm not sure if I remember what it is.
Hayom yom yafeh. You know what yom is, and you know what hayom is.
Right.
Hayom yom yafeh. Today is a nice day.
Okay, so yofeh.
Today's a lovely day. Today's a beautiful day. Yafeh can mean nice, lovely, beautiful.
Gotcha.
So several different adjectival meanings in English, in Hebrew. So hayom yom yafeh.
Gotcha.
Hayom yesh shemesh.
Yes, today we have the sun. Or the sun is out, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah. Hayom cham.
Cham. Today is hot.
Ken.
Today is hot.
Hayom yom yafeh. Hayom yesh shemesh. Hayom yom cham. Yesh shemesh hayom, wil'Liam?
Yes.
Yesh shemesh.
Shemesh hayom. Ken.
Ken. Yesh shemesh hayom.
Yes.
Hayom yom yafeh.
Bear with me 1 second. I just realized on one of my screens I need to crop that just a tiny bit open, just cutting off one letter. Let me fix that real fast. Left. My wife looked over her shoulder And I think that might have been what she was looking at. There we go. Hayom, there it is right there. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to stall you there. I just had to fix this before it got too far out of whack.
No, my experience is students use any excuse to get out of the tension of the moment. So.
Okay, we're good to go now. Continue. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
So Hayom Yom Yafeh, Hayom Yom Cham.
Hayom Yom, today was hot. Ken.
Ken, Hayom Yom Cham. Ken. Do you know the opposite of Cham?
Lo.
Tar.
Tar. That's
Car.
Oh, car, like car, like
Car.
is
With
that
kuf.
like kuf?
Kuf.
Okay,
Car.
kuf reish. Okay, got it.
So think if you're driving in your car and it's very, very cold.
Okay.
I'm driving in my car and it's very, very cold. I have a cold car.
Gotcha.
Okay.
David is saying.
So Hayom.
David is saying, I knew that word. I knew the car was cold.
Kol hakavod, David. So Hayom Yom Cham or Hayom Yom Kar?
Hayom Yom Cham.
כן, היום יום חם.
חם גדול.
והיום יש, כן, היום יש שמש או יש ירח, מון?
היום יש שמש.
כן, היום יש שמש. כן. היום יום יפה או לא יפה?
How do you go in the middle?
באמצע? We say ככה.
קצת. How about קצת? קצת יפה.
קצת יפה? לא, ככה. אומרים ככה. קומצי קומצה.
אוקיי.
ככה. טוב, פה, בשביל דני, היום יום יפה, היום יש שמש, היום חם, לא קר, והוא לא רוצה לעבוד.
הוא לא רוצה לעבוד. Okay, so he does not want to work, right? Oh yeah, there you go. Got it.
הוא לא רוצה לעבוד, כן. הוא לא רוצה לעבוד היום. למה? כי היום יום יפה. ויש שמש, והיום חם.
So he wants to go to the lake.
Basically. מה הוא רוצה לעשות היום? מה הוא רוצה לעשות היום?
Who wants to... the screen lost. There we go. Who wants to do... What is... Okay, hold on. Ma. What?
Mm-hmm.
Who's he? What is he? Let's say want. And then to do la'asot today. What does he want to do today? Okay. He wants to go back to...
מה הוא רוצה לעשות היום?
Okay, gotcha.
הוא רוצה לעבוד?
לעבוד. Oh, who would say... So he wants... No, he does not want to work.
נכון, הוא לא רוצה לעבוד היום.
Right. Okay.
הוא רוצה ללכת לים.
He wants to walk by the sea.
הוא רוצה ללכת לים.
Nice.
אז הנה הים, המים, זה הים.
Water.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
זה לא ים, זה חוף.
Okay.
Okay, אבל זה ים. הוא רוצה ללכת.
He wants to walk.
כן.
לים.
הוא רוצה ללכת לים. כן, נכון. הוא רוצה ללכת לים. הוא רוצה ללכת לעיר. הנה עיר ניו יורק, העיר שלי, my city, העיר שלי. הוא רוצה לעשות שופינג. הוא רוצה לעשות שופינג.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty hard one to figure out there with the bags in his hand.
נכון. אז מה הוא רוצה לעשות? הוא רוצה ללכת לים. הוא רוצה ללכת לעיר. הוא רוצה לעשות שופינג. מה הוא רוצה לעשות?
Oh, what does he want to do? He wants to walk by the sea, walk in the city, he wants to do some shopping.
כן, נכון. אז הוא רוצה ללכת לים. הוא רוצה ללכת לעיר. הוא רוצה לעשות שופינג. הוא רוצה ללכת לסינמה?
הוא רוצה ללכת, is that a different screen?
לא.
Okay.
אני שואל, הוא רוצה ללכת לסינמה?
Oh, he wants to go to the movies, right? Gotcha. Okay.
הוא רוצה?
No, he wants to go shopping.
לא, כן, הוא רוצה ללכת לעשות שופינג,
אוקיי.
כן. הוא רוצה ללכת לסופרמרקט?
כן, shopping.
אוקיי, בסדר, הוא רוצה ללכת לסופרמרקט.
אוקיי.
הוא לא רוצה ללכת לסינמה. הוא רוצה ללכת לאקווריום?
לא.
לא, הוא לא רוצה ללכת לאקווריום.
If it was me,
הוא רוצה
yes.
לעשות שם.
I like
כן.
aquariums.
הוא רוצה לעשות שופינג, הוא רוצה ללכת לים, הוא רוצה ללכת לעיר. כן, יום יפה. הוא רוצה לעשות את זה, ואת זה, ואת זה.
Right.
כי היום יום יפה.
Why? Oh, yeah, for today.
No-
Because today is
Notice
very
that
nice.
notice the key word here. The key word always tells you the cause, because.
Nice.
Because is the key word. All
Okay,
right.
very good.
So when you want to know the reason, you have to have the key.
Very
The
good.
key will tell you because. Okay. So now we know the word for because. Key. Okay. רוצה ללכת לים, ללכת לעיר, לעשות שופינג, כי היום יום יפה. Okay.
Very good.
Oops. Okay. אבל
But
יש בעיה.
we have a problem. Oi!
אוי. נכון. אוי, אבל יש בעיה. מה הבעיה? הוא לא יכול.
Yachol.
הוא לא
He can't.
יכול.
He cannot.
נכון, he can't.
Right.
הוא לא יכול. The word יכול means can. This is for a masculine singular for the grammarians amongst us. הוא לא יכול, אני לא יכול, wil'Liam אתה לא יכול, Chris לא יכולה, אתם, you, plural, לא יכולים. We'll get to all of that, but right now,
Okay.
יכול.
Very good.
Okay. הוא לא יכול. למה הוא לא יכול?
Lama.
למה הוא לא יכול ללכת לים? למה הוא לא יכול ללכת לעיר? למה הוא לא יכול לעשות שופינג? למה?
Because he has to go to work.
נכון. כי, there's the key word, the key reason,
כי הוא
כי הוא צריך לעבוד.
Ki hu tzarich la'avod. Very
כן.
good.
חבל על דני. חבל על דני. חבל על היום היפה.
That's neat.
Okay?
Nice.
So this is our little story. Now, I've put it here visually for you, and then
Okay.
for those who want to have it in one shot, let's go through it on this particular screen. I'll read the whole thing to you,
Okay.
and you can go back and work with it, and then you can come drop down to the screen. And if people would like a version of this without nikudot, just for their own benefit, I'll be happy to create a version of that. It'll take a few minutes to do, but I can do that for you.
Okay.
So let's read together,
Okay.
slowly. In fact,
Ze-
why don't you read for us?
Okay. Very good. Ze dani. I'm gonna see if my cursor's up here too, and it is. So, okay. Ze dani. Dani bamita. Hu tzarich lakum. Lama. Hu tzarich la'avod. Aval hayom yesh ba'aya. Did I say that right? Ba'aya.
Yeah.
Ba'aya. Oi! That's the problem. Okay. Ma havaya. Hayom yom yofe. Or yafe.
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 Hayom yesh shemesh. Hayom cham. Hu lo rotze la'avod. Ma hu rotze la'asot hayom. Hu rotze lalechet layom. Vehu rotze...
Layam.
Oh,
Yeah.
by
This
oh yeah.
I guess should not be
Oh,
in there.
yeah,
So.
yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Layam, very good. Vehu rotze lalechet la'ir. Hu rotze la'asot shofina. What is shopping? Shopping. Oh, okay. Got it.
Shopping.
Shopping. So that's a pay, not a fay. Okay. Hu rotze et ze va'et ze va'et ze. Who wants to do this, and this? Okay. Ki
Mhm.
hayom. Well, ki hayom yom yafe.
Mm-hmm.
Aval yesh ba aya. Oi.
Oi.
Oi. Hu lo yakol. Lama.
Lo yachol.
Hu lo yakol. Lama.
Yachol. Mhm.
Oh, yachol. Okay, not lechol. I'm thinking of eating. Okay, so, yeah, very similar word. Okay, lama. Kihu Tzarik La'avod. Chaval al Dani. Chaval al Hayom Hayafe.
And how much of this do you feel like you understood when you read it just
Actually,
now?
this time, probably about 80% of it, if not more.
Right.
Because I mean,
And that's right.
The way you worked us through it, that was really, really helpful. I like the way you chipped away at it with the pictures. Very little English, kind of forcing you to look for pictures. And once you got it, you struggled with it. It's like it implanted that in your head, at least for today. And so as we progress through this repetition and force feeding yourself, learning how to swim by getting thrown in, I think it could be very helpful. So yeah.
So let me read it through for you, just
please.
for those that want that benefit. Let me do this for you.
Go for it.
Ze Dani במita. הוא צריך לקום. למה? הוא צריך לעבוד. אבל היום יש הבעיה. היום יופי. היום שמש. היום לעבוד. מה רוצה לעשות היום?
Have a little bit of a signal issue here.
ללכת לים.
Bear with me. Gavriel, if you can hear me, hang on 1 second, okay? I'm going to hang up and call him back and see if the reconnection will actually fix this. Because it was so good, I wanted to hear him uninterrupted.
We lost your connection.
Yeah, I actually hung up on you because as soon as you started reading, go ahead and switch over to video. As soon as you started reading, it started getting garbled, probably because of an internet connection, I guess, somewhere. But I want you to go start to finish on it without any interruptions. So I went ahead and just kind of derailed us because I want to pull that up again. So, yeah, because this is really a good lesson.
Okay.
Besides
so you
your and you read
can patch this if you need to.
Yeah, very good. Okay, go for it.
Okay, let's start from the top of the reading. Here we go. זה דני. דני במיטה. הוא צריך לקום. למה? הוא צריך לעבוד. אבל היום יש בעיה. אוי, מה הבעיה? היום יום יפה. היום יש שמש. היום חם. הוא לא רוצה לעבוד. מה הוא רוצה לעשות היום? הוא רוצה ללכת לים. והוא רוצה ללכת לעיר. הוא רוצה לעשות שופינג. הוא רוצה את זה ואת זה ואת זה. כי היום יום יפה. אבל יש בעיה. אוי, הוא לא יכול. למה? כי הוא צריך לעבוד. חבל על דני. חבל על היום היפה.
Nice.
So this word chaval that we hear, chaval, this is like a lamentation type of word. Chaval is like, it's used in different ways. Back when I was first in Israel in the 70s and 80s, we used to say chaval al azman. You know, what a pity to waste the time. Today, chaval al azman, the same words are used to mean something that's really great. You know, it's like chaval al azman. So it's a negative that became a positive. But that's something in the colloquial use of idioms, and who wants to go there right now? So
nice.
Anyway, that's the reading. If you, as I said earlier, want a spreadsheet of the 200 highest frequency words in Hebrew, I'm happy to send that to you. Please just request a copy by email at my email address there. And again, as we always mention, there's a great dictionary that really should be in everybody's personal Hebrew learning library. I don't get anything for promoting this. I just do it as a courtesy to you because I think it's a great resource. And you can go to that website, ingheb.com, and you can actually, for free, you can just register and you can get, they'll send out different samples of content. Also the CD with 10,000 words and MP3 files on there, all the vocabulary. It's just an amazing resource. So if you're at a little higher level, and you want to study Hebrew in a subject context, then it's really a great resource to have. So
nice, very nice.
That's it for this edition of Hebrew for Fun and Profit.
Let me ask a favor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask a favor of you before we get free from you totally. That radio app for your phone that you and I were working with, I never could figure out how to get that to play because everything was in Hebrew, so I didn't know what to click on. Can you show us there on a screen share? Can you pull that up on the internet and let me see your screen and just show us where to click?
That would take me a little bit of time, but I'll be happy to do that for the next show.
Okay,
if you remind me, we'll
yeah,
spend some time in that.
That sounds good.
I'm happy to do that because it's something that I have resident on my phone.
Okay, perfect.
I don't know if they have an app that'll work on my desktop, but it doesn't matter. But I can help you figure it out. And of course, the one that I mentioned to you. Do you have that image that I sent to you the other day?
I do. It's on my phone. Actually, hold on. I could probably pull it up because it was through Skype, right?
I thought I put it into your. I thought I put it into your Skype window as something to look for.
I think you did. Hang on, let me look right there. Yeah, there it is right there. Let me pull that up.
All right, so if you pull that up, are you able to trigger that on the screen so I can see it at the same time?
I don't know. Right now it's in the messaging. You can look. Actually, I found it through the Skype Messenger. In fact, it's actually on the screen now. Everybody who's watching can see it. So actually look on your Apple or your iPhone. Right now it should actually be displaying on your screen, but you may have to zoom in.
Let me take a look at that in just a second. Now,
okay.
I've got my phone in hand here and put on the eyes here so we can see. Oh, my sign fell down. How terrible.
Oh, I didn't see that either. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I did. Sorry. No, sorry. Okay. I don't see anything moving on your screen.
No, it's just
frozen.
Go into your messaging. Oh, you're watching the video. Okay, gotcha. Make sure you push the play button. Sometimes that may be on pause.
Oh, that's a good idea if I push the play button. So, okay, once again, live television. Go to commercial quickly. Get us out of this. Okay, Mr. Wonderful. So
there you go. Okay.
So I do not see yet the screen that you were talking about. So I guess I'm waiting for it to come up. We're doing the 20-second cycle here. Is that what's happening?
Probably. Okay, so basically on this little screenshot, you've got like 9 different icons. The one in the middle, Moreshet, I think it was.
Right. So let me just mention about Moreshet. There are 9 different stations, Israeli radio stations on that app. The 3 that I like to focus on, well, there was really a 4th, but 3 that I like. The first one's the one in the middle, Moreshet, which has a lot of spiritual programming on it. As well as really great biblically oriented music, wonderful programs there. They also have nice archives. So what I could do for our more advanced users is take that image and do some further screenshots and develop out and even show you, maybe I'll try and take some shots from my phone and put them there so you can access the music archives. There's also news archives that every hour on the hour, of course, the famous Israeli peeps, as they call them, beep, 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 as Kol Yisrael comes on for people to listen to the news.
Right.
There's news of the hour archived through the day. So you could go back and listen to, 6 minutes of news. Now, that's very high level for most people. It's a challenge because of the way they use a lot of passive terms and whatever, and special vocabulary that's used for high level media. But if you want to get your ears tuned to Hebrew, both the pacing, the pitch, and kind of the I call it the Israeli mumble, then that's a good thing to do over time, just to kind of soak your ears, because that's what you did with your first language. Your first language, you listened and listened and listened and took it in, and eventually you started differentiating discrete sounds that really meant something to you.
Right.
That's called comprehensible input. So when somebody came up to you and they said something like water, that registered with you. You went, oh, wah, is what you said, and they understood that you meant water. So that's a similar process that happens in second language acquisition as well. You go through these funny stages in terms of acquiring, and especially when your first language interferes with your second language, that's also part of the process. So, okay, I see you've got it there. So I will dedicate some time for the next show to explaining that program. It's a really excellent one, and I recommend to everybody to get it. We did promote it in the past. A simple technique for anyone, regardless of your level. And my consultant out of Chicago would hang me for saying this, but I'll risk it that she's not going to see this edition. And that is that by simply listening as little as 10 minutes a day, you can tune your ears to the rhythm and the patterns of Hebrew,
Mm-hmm.
and over time you'll just get more used to it, and you'll hear things that anchor. You'll hear the words like we did today, lama, ma, efo. You'll hear tzarich. These are high frequency words. So the high frequency words that you're going to be getting in the coming weeks on this program, you'll hear them more and more because they're so high frequency.
Yeah.
And
right.
you'll start to string together. So I know this word, I know that word. Oh, I understand half that sentence. I get an idea what's being talked about here. And that's a wonderful feeling inside, a great rewarding feeling that you can actually get something.
Right.
So, but we're going to start low and slow.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
We're not in a hurry to do it right. And I hope that today's program was helpful to some people. If you're at a higher level, obviously not. But I'll try to vary the programming a little bit to appeal to kind of both sides of the tracks here. But for those of you that are at more of an introductory level, what we call novice low or novice mid level, if today's program was helpful to you, please let me know. Okay, so your feedback is really vital because I literally spend hours putting these things together.
Wow.
And so I want them to be meaningful to you. If I'm going to invest the time for you,
right,
I need to hear from you. Okay, so
absolutely,
because this is something we do for ourselves, but not by ourselves, and that's it. I have enough on my side of things. Thanks for always, William, letting me have access to your wonderful viewers. Thank you for all the wonderful people who support this channel, who make it possible, because I know you work like a fiend to do something that you're very passionate about, because you know it's something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that Hashem wants you to do.
Yes.
And that's really great.
Thank you. And I really appreciate all the time that you're spending creating these sheets and these PDFs and just taking the time to join us here, because you know, the one thing about it, these teachings are going to be on YouTube like for a long time. 10 years from now, people will be able to go back to this who are just coming into Hebrew and say, oh my God, this is great. It happened 10 years ago. So this is something that's definitely an investment, and I really appreciate your time that you're investing into this for sure. So so
as I think of myself 10 years older than now, which is not fun. But I apologize now for several key mistakes I've made along the way. Sometimes when you're doing these live, as we saw today, you think, oh, well, wait a minute, did I really say that, or was that the right thing to say? Or so I try to script as much as I can, but it don't always happen that way, and that's just the way it is in the live program now. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah. One thing.
Hey,
thank you so much for your time. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here again in 2 weeks, same time, same place. And thank you all for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you again on the other side. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and what else am I thinking? Oh, and just remember, our schedule is every 2 weeks. So basically, TORAH Talk is 4 days on, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 10 days off. 4 days on, 10 days off, 4 days on. 10 days. That's going to be the pattern for a while until we get in the studio. My wife is waving. Hi, David. It's so cool. They don't usually sit in the studio and listen to a live broadcast like this, so this is kind of a treat for me. So that's it. So we'll see you next time. Gavriel, thank you so much, sir. Love you, man, and see you all.
So next time, next time I want them on the other side there where I can see them, and I want them participating in the class. If we have a class of 3, that's even better.
We can do that. I've got 2 cameras.
If they're up for it.
You know what? I've got 2 cameras. I can actually direct one into the seating area, and I'll have maybe David and Sarah and Chrissy all in here, and we'll pop them on screen from time to time, and especially if they have questions or something, that'd be kind of cool.
All right.
Cool. Classroom of 4, including yourself. Actually 5, because I'd be in there too. All right. Shalom, shalom, my friend. Take care.
Shalom, shalom lekulam. להתראות.
תודה רבה.